everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Catherine, and I'm just going to just talk about some of the other projects that I've been working on this week, other than the stuff that I've videoed. So this is my crafty week, and I'm going to try and do this every week, my crafty week, if I can, so that you've got an idea what other projects that I'm working on. And I'm can't film everything, can you? So first, the first two are lovely projects from these are from Rachel from Roxy Creations, and as you all know by now, I'm a big fan. And this kit, you need to, there's kit 1 and kit 2 in her papers, antique papers. I can't remember the exact name. I'll put the details down below. But Rachel's actually done this sort of a booklet, a journal with all her favourites. So her favourite original papers and favourite laces and things. So really this is just me getting the inspiration from her doing that and doing a bit of a journal for myself in that style, I suppose. Love these papers, love them. Now they've come out beautifully because David has made me a background. Let's see if I can show you on there. David made me a background which he calls Parchment on the computer, and I used this because I thought it would add to the aged look of the papers. So if you can imagine, I know that looks strange with that bird in the middle of nowhere. Did that just come on there like that? Was it upside down? Oh, I don't know. I've got confused now. Have I got confused now where I am? I have got confused. That's right way round. Oh, crikey. Let me find one that, I think that was a good example actually. No, let me show you this. This is on a smaller piece. So look at this. The set 1 tend to be the smaller papers, and set 2 the large papers that have got like book covers and things on. So this is the parchment background that David's done for me, and we've printed it on there, and look at that. I think that's given these papers a lovely colour. I really do like those. So yeah, so they're all printed on that. I mean, it's obviously still a work in progress. It's still all dropping to bits. So what Rachel's done is put together all her favourites, and on the back here I've just put this is from, I think, from her Australasia kit. Kookaburra used to sing that. Kookaburra sits on an old gum tree when we were at Brownies. We had I don't know if they're called Girl Scouts everywhere else. We had brownies and guides. Okay, so some old linen there that I put in, and yeah, so this is a beautiful piece of old linen table table mat that I got off eBay. Then just some of our dyed papers, and these are the set 2. You get the larger papers, just smaller papers, and yeah, the tag there. So I'm working slowly on it and putting bits and bobs out of Rachel's other kits. This is one of my own pockets where I just do a bit of a collaged material pocket, and look at this colour, love this. I get my these really fancy laces, I get them from the lace company, so it's the lacecompany.co.uk, and because it's not always easy to get hold of lace trims and things here, and yeah, some more there. So that's that. So obviously there's more to do. Just show you the middle again. This is an old piece of table linen, and I've put an old ruffle on there, and then look at this gorgeous this gorgeous doily there. That's going to be the centerpiece. So that's that one. And then she did one with all fabrics, all materials rather than papers, and so I've had a go at that. And mainly the pieces from Rachel's kits. So on her Etsy shop, Roxy Creations, there are some kits of old linens, and so excited to get it. I had to make something straight away. And yeah, so I've made a pocket on the front here, and I've made a little teeny weeny booklet to go inside it there. And yeah, it's still not fully put together yet. I haven't decided what else I'm going to put in. I've made a pocket here. This is one of my hand embroidery pieces to go on there. I've used a piece of the kit to make and put some little glassine bags to put some tickets and bits in there. Don't know if I'm going to put a tie on that or what yet. This is one of my you sort of make fabric out of stitch. Gives it more of a fabric feel. I've backed it with some vintage linen, and it's got a lovely soft texture. So let me know if you want me to show you how to do that as one of my background makes that I'm going to be doing, because you can make any paper really soft and light material with some machine sewing over it. And I thought that was a lovely effect on there. There's a page there of some old, well, I don't think it's that old, but it's a bit of something I've had for a while. Again, a bit out of Rachel's kit. Some lovely old linen again out of Rachel's kit. I've put some trim on there, again from the lace company. And then this came with Rachel's kit, so that's, I think, is going to be my middle piece. So that's coming along. I've still got a little bit more to do to it, but I'm loving it. Again, that is paper from the kit that's made into more of a material to sew on. So that's coming on. I'm really excited about that one. And then finally, there are quite a few of us on YouTube that are doing a project with Anne Brooke. So Anne Brooke is a textile artist that's based here in Yorkshire. She's in West Yorkshire, whereas we're in the East. And I believe that Carol Parker, actually, from Oak House Journals, has been on one of Anne's courses. She's got a lovely shed in her garden, and where she runs courses. And that's how I got to know about it all, because originally when lockdown started, Anne did some videos doing Sew for the Soul. So that's SEW, the number 4, and the soul, SOUL. And she was doing a really long roll, snippet roll, embroidered roll, shall we call it. And yeah, we all I got to know about it with Carol Parker, mentioned it because she'd been on one of her courses, and she was doing it. And then Rachel from Roxy Creations, she started doing it because Rachel's very much loves her stitching and incorporating slow stitch and stuff into her journals. And so then I started that project. I've not got much left to do to it, so I might show you that one day. And then after that, it was so popular, and there's loads of people joining the community around the world. It is on Instagram as Sew for the Soul. And also now we've got Sew for the Soul book. And so we're in the middle of doing this, this book with Anne. And every few weeks she gives us that's how it's that's how we've got a cover to put on that yet. But every week, and well, probably every fortnight, say, Annie's given us some different instructions for different pages, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. And My Cottage Crafts over in Australia, oh, she's done some amazing stuff. Go and check out her Sew for the Soul book, because she's done some amazing stuff. So this is just what we've done so far, and I've been working on this a bit more this week. So that was page 1, where we had to do circles and rectangles, and the next one was X marks the spot, so we had to do a pocket and X's, and we had to make a fabric tag to go in the pocket, so that was mine. X marks the spot. We had to sew in, I'll show the edging in a bit. Then we did Suffolk puffs. I think this is a little bit smaller, my book is a little bit smaller. I cut a really large, quite a tall book to start with, and oh, it took too much sewing, so I cut it down. But so I think I've cut it down a little bit small compared to Anne's measurements, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So yeah, thoroughly enjoying that. Oh, and this was hard. This was we had to do weaving of fabrics, and yeah, that was quite a difficult one. And then adding buttons and bits and bobs. I've got a pin in there because I've not pinned the edges together yet, the pages should I say. And then we had a breather page. So this, we had to make a hole. Oh dear. Not the easiest thing to do either, making this hole. But yeah, got there in the end, especially when you got a shorter page. I only just stopped myself running off the edge there, look. So this was a breather page, and basically I put some fabric across and just a little bit of embroidery to go with the hole. I really enjoyed that. Pretty fabric that I got in my stash. So this hole's carrying on into what we're doing at the moment. So obviously this is the middle, we will hide that. Now we had to leave some that we could turn back on ourselves to make that edge. I don't know what we're putting in that hole yet, so obviously there's not a good view, or we might be looking right through to the next page. I'm not really sure yet. And then this is the page, this is what I'm working on at the moment. So we had to cut out the hole. So obviously there's going to be something exciting happening with all these holes. I hope so. So this theme was circles. So as you can see, I've only just started this really. Put a background on, cut the hole. It's circles, so we've got the positive and the negatives. And as you can see, then I've done some seed stitching around there with linen threads, and some old doilies that I got that I've cut up into circles. I wanted this one dangling off the bottom to add to the edgings. Keep stabbing yourself with pins when you do things like this. So there, yeah, that's the beginning, that's that. So at the moment it's still a work in progress. I love this effect. Let me try and get it in. I'm loving this stepped down effect of the pages with the edgings showing with a bit of lace, and then you know, we're not sure what we're doing with the holes and stuff there, so I think there'll be something else dangling. We've got more trim hanging out here, look. We've put some beads on the edges. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. And let me know if you're joining in with the Sew for the Soul. I've seen quite a few videos that people are doing now. I think Rachel did an update of how she was doing with hers recently. I'm not sure that I've seen Carol Parker, whether she's I don't know if she's doing the book. I know certainly she was doing the the embroidered roll, and she received a really beautiful one. I'm not sure where from off the top of my head. A really pretty small snippet roll that was all embroidered with beads and buttons. It was really beautiful. So go and have a look over on the cards on Oak House Journals, and have a look to see at what she's done with the Sew for the Soul. I'm not forgetting my cottage crafts as well. Hers are really stunning. I think we've all got our own style, so it's nice to see what everybody around the world's doing. And I think Anne's a lovely lady, and I think she's quite taken aback with how this has spread throughout the world. She started it off as a little project for herself, and obviously with lockdown, I think we've got time on our hands to do the rolls, and it's gone from there. So there we go. That's what I've been working on my crafty week this week. 2 lovely projects that have been inspired by Rachel at Roxy Creations, and Anne Brooke, her Sew for the Soul projects. I'll leave all the details down below. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you've had a really good crafty week, managing to get some crafting done, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.